Welcome to Saigon, formerly referred to as the Pearl of the Orient. Saigon, regarded as the most vibrant city in Vietnam, has a lot to offer. We hope you'll spend some time to go exploring on your own in the city. The hotel is in the heart of Saigon, so everything is within walking distance. Simply ask the hotel concierge or receptionist to mark the location on a map before you depart for any of these locations.
Considerations for travelers to Vietnam. Vietnam is a beautiful nation. We must accept the good and the bad, the cultural differences, and perhaps put aside some of our preconceived notions of what is right and wrong as guests to this lovely country. In Vietnam, almost everything is carried out differently than it is at home. The time has arrived to value our distinctiveness.
Personal safety. In Saigon and throughout Vietnam, violent crime is rare. Crimes of opportunity like pickpocketing and bag snatching are most likely to happen. Never take more than you absolutely need when you're out and about, and always leave valuables in the hotel safe. Leave your valuables in the safe in your room, which should contain your credit cards, passport, and any additional cash. If you are carrying a bag, make sure it is secured to you securely. As you should in any hotel, place all of your valuables in the safe rather than on display in your room.
Due to their lack of awareness of stranger danger, children in Vietnam often don't hesitate to approach strangers. But it's crucial to take the big picture into account. Adults may occasionally exploit children to gain from travelers. This could lead to a number of problems. People will not send their children to school if they can beg successfully because they view tourists as walking, free products, bazaars. Consider this: is what you're presenting genuinely suitable or beneficial? It is a great idea to donate educational materials or other items to a village elder or the head of a school rather than to the kids themselves. As a result, there is an unequal haves and have-nots society. Remember that if you give to one, you must give to all. Giving others fruit is a lovely gesture. It is plentiful, nourishing, and waste-free. Happiness is the most valuable thing you can share with others, and you can do that by making an effort to connect with the people you meet along the way. Being a great ambassador means making the people smile and improving their day.
You will eventually have to cross the street, which for many visitors can be a scary experience. So let's examine some suggestions. Unexpected things can and do come from unexpected locations, so be sure to look at everything from every aspect while keeping an eye on the road. As you carefully join the street after stepping off the sidewalk, keep an eye out for approaching automobiles. So that the drivers can anticipate your next move, move gently and predictably. Never go off track or run quickly. All around you, the motorcycles will separate. Be warned that most bicycles lack brakes and that, due to the law of the jungle, the larger cars are, the less likely to give the way. At first, it's frightening, but after you get the feel of it, it's actually rather easy. If you are walking in a group and make a solid mass, like a rock in a stream, the flow of traffic will go around you. Stick together like sticky rice.
Vietnam has a high rate of negotiating because there are few fixed rates, unless there is a stated price on the item. Expect to save about 30% compared to the original quote. However, treat it like a game. A wonderful time. Take advantage of the Vietnamese people's sense of humor and fun-loving nature. Always bear in mind that you will never pay local prices, so buying anything at a price you are comfortable with and the seller making a modest profit is a win-win situation.
Our number one top tip is to be happy and upbeat. The good vibes you create will make your trip to Vietnam one to remember. The second piece of best advice is to remember that since you are not at home, everything is different, and hopefully this is what motivates you to travel. So, don't stress over trivial matters.
Things to watch out for include cyclones. Unfortunately, Saigon's rickshaws are known for prey on the trusting. The drivers regularly agree to a route and a price, but regretfully try to demand more money when it's time to pay. When you're traveling alone, we advise against using cyclos.
Always carry a business card with you that has the hotel's name and address on it so you can find it again. Avoid drinking tap water. Consume a lot of bottled water to stay hydrated. Carry some smaller Vietnamese dong bills so you can pay for items like taxis as well as little purchases like snacks and drinks, since the drivers usually struggle to break larger bills. Vietnamese dong is primarily used for small transactions. Ask the hotel staff to write your destination in Vietnamese and pinpoint the place on a map if you are certain of it. Ask your local guide for suggestions on what to do. They are a great source of local knowledge.
Money. When you start traveling on the Mekong, you'll need some Vietnamese dong for shore excursions and when you're in Saigon. Typically, we advise beginning with approximately 720,000 VND, $30 40 Australian dollars, or 25 pounds sterling, per person. You will utilize USD in Cambodia, which may be withdrawn from ATMs. Cash-for-cash exchanges can typically be made at the hotel's front desk, or downtown has a money exchange.
Vietnam's ATMs only give out Vietnamese dong. Try to use an ATM that is inside rather than one that is outside when you need cash. If you require US dollars for Cambodia, you must first withdraw cash in Vietnamese dong from an ATM and then convert it to US dollars at a money changer. Alternately, put off using an ATM in Cambodia.
Use only one of the following taxi services, please. My Lin, Venasun, Family Medical Practice, Raffles Medical Clinic. There are several optometrists to pick from along Le Ton Ton Saint Pharmacy, Pharmacity. There are several optometrists to pick from along Le Ton Ton Saint Pharmacy, Pharmacity. Consulates. British Consulate, 25 Le Duan Street. Australian Consulate, 20th floor, Vincom Centre. British Consulate, 25 Le Duan Street, Australian Consulate, 20th floor, Vincom Centre.